Interest rates are up and down, inflation's sticky, and everyone's screaming recession, but I'm still invested. Why? Because I'm agnostic to the economy, and you should be too. In 2022, people said, wait, interest rates are going to crush the market. In 2023, people said, wait, Toowoomba's had its run. In 2024, guess what? Median prices are still up. Rental demand is skyrocketing and vacancy rates are less than 1%. And people are still buying. We've seen the same cycle on loop, and in 2025, the same rhyme is continuing. People pause because of RBA rate decisions, election cycles, and media hype. And while they're hesitating, we're negotiating deals, picking up land, and watching equity grow. Toowoomba's median house price is still hovering around that $570,000 mark. Compare that with Brisbane in the 800,000s plus, and the Gold Coast closing in on $1 million. This market still has room to move. And while some people sit back waiting for the crash, investors are locking in 5% rental yields, long-term tenants, and steady capital growth. There's always a reason not to invest, especially with the media, especially with property. The media loves a headline and they always need a new headline. If you're waiting to buy, you'll be waiting forever. And everyone's always saying, I'll buy when things settle down. Newsflash, life never settles down. The economy never settles down. There's always something else, and there's always another reason for you to not invest and wait until tomorrow, when we all know the best time to invest was yesterday. Timing the market is guesswork. Time in the market is wealth building. You don't build wealth by buying low and selling high. You build wealth by owning long. Successful investors see property as a long-term gain. They work in decades. They don't work in news cycles. The money is made not in the weeks, but in the decades. And that's how smart investors zoom out and look at things from a year-by-year basis, not by a month-by-month basis. You can't focus on what you can't control. You need to focus on what you can control, because that matters more. You need to focus on your strategy, your rental yields, your numbers, and doing your homework properly. Toowoomba's not this speculative boom-bust town. We're built on strong fundamentals. We've got strong education sector, we've got a strong construction sector, we've got a strong infrastructure pipeline that will continue to drive growth for years and years to come. Smart investors know this, and while you hesitate, another buyer walks through the door and puts a contract on the property that you hesitated on. Interest rates don't scare serious investors. They understand that this is just the cost of money, and they don't let the cost of money cost them their dreams and their wealth building future. And the risk comes by not investing. The risk comes in waiting, because smart investors understand that inflation eats away at savings and missed growth doesn't compound. Waiting can cost you more than acting. The economy will always change and the media will always talk, but wealth is built by those who keep moving. So move.